Alright, match 2, we're on the play. Alright, we got the type of hand that this deck kind of thrives on. And again, we're on the main deck Mages of the Moon plan. Just some main deck disruption. And of course, one nice thing about Magus is even when it's not good or just dead, it's still a 2/2 body. I actually did try, for just one league, a main deck Blood Moon, like main deck for like actual Blood Moon. That's probably too much, but you know, the meta is just so greedy on non-basics and also Field of the Dead and things like that. But just it just feels like maybe not where we want to be. On this looks like all spells. I'm actually kind of glad that all spells seems to be the combo deck of choice these days instead of Belcher, because even though this deck can be kind of scary and it might win next turn, first of all, it's more susceptible to Blood Moon, so if we get Magus down next turn, you know, we might be able to cheese a win. It's looking kind of unlikely, but there is that. But also Relic. The game plan is basically mold a Relic, and you know, that is a way we can interact with them. Yeah, wow. Turn 2 win, pretty crazy. Only 2 Vengevines? Seems odd. Yeah, is it just me, or do they only have 2 Vengevines? Why not all 4? I might even be able to withstand the onslaught. Oh, 4 Vengevines. Okay, I get miscounted. Alright, good game. Alright, so the good news is, basically, we mold a Relic. Flame Slash does basically nothing. Not basically nothing, because sometimes they play out their spies and whatnot, you know, under Relic, and there can be annoying blockers, but yeah, but I think being able to light up the stage and whatnot is better. Plus, let's bring in Shattering Sprees. They do bring in Charbelcher, but they usually can't fire it off in one go. If the game goes on long enough, they can, but we hopefully we can keep them off of that long enough. And let's just take out Firebolt. The Lava Dart's, you know, more explosive. So also kind of slightly better turning on light up the stage, especially if we need a flashback. But we are going to be 100% mulliganing to Relic of Progenitus for sure. Not even a question about that. But there's actually some merit to being on the draw, because that will help pad us a little bit. We're going to do that. That's the game. Actually, that's something I forgot to mention on Dredge, and actually I kind of forgot that myself. Okay, good. This does make us a little softer to if they have a turn 2 kill. My understanding, though, is their turn 2 kills are, you know, they require Simian Spirit Guide and the Pentad Prism. So, yeah, plus you never know, they might skip their draw step. Sometimes that happens when you put them on the play, but, you know, I wouldn't, it's not why we did this. But yeah, actually I forgot to mention, and actually I forgot to implement in the Dredge game, we actually want to be on the draw, because we're mulliganing to Relic. That pads us. The thing is, the lower on cards you go, the more each card is invaluable. So if we have to mold to like 4, I've actually found with the Dredge matchup, being on the draw is actually better, because I'm a little bit more padded. you know, like I can rebuild a bit better from, you know, having to mulligan down like that. Thankfully, I don't think there's much. I don't think they play main deck hand disruption. That would suck if they do, but they're so low on cards that maybe we get there anyway. But yeah, let's just be a little more aggro. Again, one of the reasons why we're doing this is because they do play Goblin Charbelcher. We don't really have a way to interact with that if they can play Charbelcher and activate it. I actually had 2 Pithing Needles in the side for a while back when I had the 4 main deck Blood Moons. But yeah, again, just the issue is just yeah, actual Blood Moon can just be dead in a decent amount of matchups, and I don't know. Actually, I might go back to trying that version again. The 4 Blood Moons actually didn't seem that bad, and we can always side them out, you know. But Mage just seems a little safer. Plus, you know, in theory, you might run into like a deck where both Flame Slash, because Flame Slash is one of the cards you bring out a lot if the matchup, like a control, doesn't fit it. Yeah, having like 4 Blood Moons and 4 yeah, Flame Slashes, that can be a little problematic because in theory there are some like maybe mono blue control type matchups where we don't actually have enough cards to bring out both Blood Moon and yeah. So I'm not gonna play Magus. It's kind of tempting because you know, it's kind of tempting because I was gonna say. As long as we keep up 1 mana at all times for Relic, I think we're in pretty good shape. Let's just eat our own graveyard, just in case they've got like a Cling to Dust later down the line. I want to draw cards, but I think best just not to risk it. I wonder if this is lethal, actually. Reason not to bolt. So for the flashback, no, because then they're at 2. No, they're dead next turn, so. And I don't think they can cough up 7 mana to belch, so it's probably a good game. So I wonder if they're going to catch on and they're going to make us play. I kind of doubt it. I don't think they... It's a little bit kind of hard to wrap your head around why exactly we decided to be on the draw. But I'm basically 100% correct. I mean, I'm 100% convinced that that's where we want to be. So we're going to run it back and do the same thing. Again, we're going to relentlessly mulligan to Relic. And being on the draw is going to help us rebuild if we have to go very low. And we will have to mulligan this. Would normally be a perfectly fine hand, but again, we will have to mulligan this. Perfectly fine hand, but no Relic. Yeah, we still mulligan. Again, the plan is to mull to Relic. At 4 cards, see, I think we're at the point where, because if you think about it, if we mull to 3, like that's almost the 2 cards we see off of Light Up the Stage. Given this hand specifically, I think we have to keep. This is unfortunate. Usually I see Relic mulliganing to 5, but here we have to mulligan to 4, and we didn't see it. I'm just going to hope they're not on the Charbelcher plan, but I don't really have a lot of options, and this obviously makes the most sense, I think. Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but, this is statistically very unlikely, so. But the good news is we still have time, I think. Doesn't look like they're on their turn 2 plan. It doesn't even look like they're on their turn 3 plan. We got another one of these. Well, see, this is like mulliganing to 4 again, because I see 4 cards off the top. Just hope they don't win next turn, and hope we see Relic. Let's, there it is. Unfortunately, this signals to them that they have to win next turn, but why wouldn't they anyway? If they had the ability to win next turn, why wouldn't they? And it doesn't look like they can, thank goodness. Yeah, losing the Seasoned Pyromancer hurts, but obviously we have to play the Relic. No ifs, ands, or buts about this. Man, if they play Charbelcher, we're in trouble though, because they're going to be able to belch next turn, and then we would need to dig for a Shattering Spree. Got a feeling they got Belcher. Oh, thank goodness. I thought for sure that was a Belcher. Alright, let's just have at their graveyard. Doesn't really matter, but... Alright, let's return Obosh to hand. Unfortunately, Obosh is basically relegated to a 6 drop play, because we have to leave a mana open for Relic, but, so it goes. Can't imagine they have Charbelcher, because you'd think they'd want to maximize the counter so they could play it and belch same turn. I would if I were them. Unless it looks like I'm going to die right away, I would. So now if we draw another mana, it's basically a good game. Because we can Obosh and Lightning Bolt and attack for an obscene amount of damage. Alright, I can live with that. I'm not going to get cheeky and search for a card. There's just no reason to expose myself to... Nice. Alright, so... Actually, I'm just going to attack. I think they have to block, and I just get slightly more damage by bolting them instead of bolting the guide. Yeah, they 100% had to block, which means I can make this play pretty safely. And we got the Magus. Hopefully, they don't have some kind of sweeper, but I think they're really in trouble. Huh. Well, good thing. Good thing I think they're locked out of playing their spies now. Next turn. I think they might have had it next turn if we didn't. All right, nice. Well, hey, we take one from Oops All Spells. Nice. Again, like you mull a Relic, except sometimes you deviate a little bit when you see the hand like that, like we saw. All right, not bad.